What is going on, everyone? I've never done anything like this before, but I thought it would be like mad cool to show you guys an entry and an exit because I feel like, a lot of traders, even myself, I'm very guilty of it. You screenshot your profit and then you kind of show the world, but you don't necessarily show why or even how you were feeling when you took a trade. It's just kind of like, oh, take the trade. Or you just show, like I said, just your profit. So it's just like, okay, cool. Woke up this morning and made 9 grand, but not necessarily really showing the sentiment behind the trade or just like like I said, how you were feeling and just kind of like what your analysis on the markets were. And I know a lot of you guys are my friends that trade, or like people, whether you're my student, so you're in my group or you private coach with me, or you'd have been on my friends list. And so whether you're a network marketer or, whether we've just been friends, I don't know. I have a lot of friends who do a lot of different things on my page, so I can't really call it out. But whole point is this, like I said, I just want to show you guys something cool, show you guys my entry. So beforehand, I haven't taken a trade yet, but I'm going to show you and walk you through super quickly. So you get to kind of watch me, and I'm going to speed up the video definitely. But I'm going to show you and set my charts up and show you guys. So actually I just went to a blank chart. But I'm going to show you exactly like why I'm going to take this trade in a sec. And I actually been trading USD CAD. So for anybody who's familiar with forex, that is the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. One of my favorite charts. And I'm from upstate New York, so I wonder why. But either way, I'm going to show you how I would set my charts up and then what I'm looking at and what exactly I'm going to do. So you'll get to see real quick. And you can see my little profit box down at the bottom. I took some trades this morning, like literally I was asleep trading in my bed and it was like 7 a.m. and I just started pressing buttons, but I knew why. I just, wasn't up on my computer. So I bought in and let price rise a little bit and then just hopped on out. So it was almost like a scalp, but you can see I made like 2 something this morning. It was, really easy money off of those trades, but I'm getting ready to take, a serious trade. And I already have my other chart set up and I'm going to show you that one last, but went to a blank chart. So going to start it real quick to show you. So I'm going to show you guys. I do something. I'm a price action trader. I trade just strictly price action technical analysis. I don't trade any indicators, anything like that. I trade strictly like a guy I know he calls it structures. I just say zones. I trade support and resistance. And it's a lot of fun because I don't have to worry about indicators, which pretty much the reason why I don't like indicators is because they lag. So, I feel like people that trade with indicators, the markets are almost like, driving a car in traffic. And so if you were driving your car, you wouldn't put your car on autopilot. You would want to know how to maneuver and steer your car. You want to know how to brake and accelerate and, hit the gas pedal when you need to. And when you have an indicator basically on autopilot, that's really what you're doing. It would be like pressing an autopilot button and letting that autopilot drive you in traffic. And so you're bound to die, or you're bound to get in a really bad accident, at least if you're just letting your car maneuver you through traffic. And so price action traders, they're professional traders. They know how to enter and exit smoothly. They know how to, like I said, it's like, if you want to put it with the same analogy as a car, you can maneuver yourself and really stay out of danger's way. So that is the best you can, at least. And that's the way that I like to trade personally. And so pretty much I'm right now just drawing support and resistance, which none of you guys may not, some of you guys may know what it is, some of you may not, I don't know. But either way, I'm just going to show you guys kind of what I've been doing. And there's a lot of different ways that you can draw this. I just like to go in and draw it manually. So I'm starting on a day chart. I'm going to work my way down to an hour 4 chart. So you can see I have now all these little zones. So price is currently live up here. It's at like 783 or 782. And I'm expecting it to drop. That's really what I'm going to take my entry off of. I've been doing it for a couple days. You can see price has been in here consolidating. So I'm going to go back real quick and show you. I'm expecting it to do some damage. And when it does, your girl will be super happy. So if I come down to the hour chart, let's see. So it's in here. And I'm honestly probably going to take an entry somewhere around here. I'm going to sell. And you can see the reason why I would take a sell, honestly, would be because, for one, I'd just be waiting for right now some sort of candlestick that kind of slows down. So a second ago, I thought that my candlestick was going to be this candlestick, but it actually price started closing above where I thought I was going to get an entry at. So I actually thought I was going to get an entry like way down here. That was what I was expecting. So let's see. And price is moving me over right now. Let's see. Cool. So now I'm just kind of chilling and waiting. On my 30-minute chart is where I'm going to take an entry probably, because that's where I'll get the candlestick. And I'm looking for a candlestick that kind of reminds me of something like this, or even like this. So if it closes, it's 10:11 right now. So this is a 30-minute chart. If price closes beneath this and it kind of gives me a candlestick, like I said, that kind of looks indecisive. Some traders may call them reversal candlesticks. So if it throws me a reversal candlestick, or if it throws me some type of low pressure candlestick or a candlestick with tons of wick, I'm definitely going to take an entry. I'm going to take a sell. And I'll show you guys, I actually have one chart. This chart is my zones drawn like OD, so it looks kind of crazy. But all it is Fibonacci, which is another tool. And like I said, I trade USD CAD 24/7, so I have my charts just set up. But if price literally, as you can see, it's hit it. It kept hitting it multiple times down here, and I was taking sells off of that. And then you can see it came down and hit my support, so I would take some buys off of that. So it's been a lot of fun trading it, honestly, over the last like week or so. That's what I made a lot of money off last week. And then today, like I said, I bought in this morning. So around here-ish was when I took my entry. It fell on top of this support. And then I went ahead and bought on out. And then I took my exit up here. But right now you can see it's way past that point. And now I'm waiting to sell. So I'm going to take a sell, and I'm probably going to let price either retrace down to the 23.6 mark on this Fibonacci, or if it goes ahead and wants to break through, I'm going to let it fall down to the 38.2. So we will see. But either way, I wanted to show you guys, exactly why I'm taking my entries. And like I said, for one major resistance point, reversal candlestick patterns, all of my zones have lined up, and I've taken multiple trades off of it over the last week. So I've been able to see how price has been moving accordingly. So I've been watching it like a hawk, and that's what you want to do. And so you'll see profits roll in. I can show you guys some of my profits from last week when I close out this video. So I'm going to make another video that goes with this one, and basically it'll be my entry, and then it'll be so you guys will see you can expect an entry pretty soon, or pretty close to where price is at right now. And then you'll see my profit from it. So instead of me just posting profit, you're going to see actually the whole shebang, which is cool. So yeah, until the next video, which will be like combined with this one, I'll see you guys soon. It's doing exactly what I said it was gonna do. But I'm still waiting because this is the 15-minute chart. But you can clearly see price actually went like skyrocketed through the point that I thought it was gonna go to, or resist at. It went up a little bit higher, and then it formed a doji on the 15-minute chart, and this is the 15-minute chart right now. So it formed that doji all the way up at like the 800s, and now it's down in the 600s, which I really wish I would have taken an entry, because now it's down in the 500s, and I'm mad. But I'm going to take my entry on the 30 minutes. I got to be patient here. But this is really good because it's closing beneath that fib line, closing beneath that other resistance line, which both them play as resistance. So yeah, I mean, I'm just chilling. If you look at the 30-minute chart, I'm going to show you now. 30-minute chart is cool too. You can see. So I just want to see it close beneath this yellow line, close beneath it, because then I'm going to go ahead and get my entry. But honestly, I mean, it's definitely dropping, obviously now you can see that they resisted that price point. They're not really wanting to go through. So in this next 25 minutes, if, things don't change, I'm definitely going to take an entry and let it ride out. Okay, super quick update on what's been happening. Price pretty much did exactly what I said it would do. Went up and touched the 700s area, broke past, actually did like 800s, and then it fell back. So you guys saw my entry and exactly what I had said would happen as far as the doji forming, or there's a doji and a hanging man that formed on the hour chart. So I was already in the trade because I had kind of, you know, jumped the gun a little bit, but you can see my profit. I ended up actually doubling up my positions just to be smart as far as, you know, my personal goals for what I want to do monetarily. But, you know, for anyone who just entered the trade, prices dropped a couple hundred pips so far. So I'm headed for the 200s area. That's about where I'm going to take profit at. So I'm going to give you guys an update at the end, but this is kind of the in between, or my beginning to mid stages. Here is a quick update. So I'm at like 1800. It's fiddled in between 2 grand. And it's actually in my 200s, which is what I'm talking about as far as price on the CAD. It's in my early 200s or late 200s, I guess, because it's 296. But I'm wanting it to come down. I'm wanting it to come back down to now I'm wanting to hold it to almost near the, what's that, 20, I'm looking at price wrong. Almost near the 6,935-ish range, because I see now prices broken through. So my initial target, you can see it's hit it already. And I mean, like I said, it came all the way down. You can see the wick on this candlestick. It came down to like 239 or 230 something, which had me at about 2,000 something in profit, but pulled back on me a little bit. So I'm just kind of like chilling and watching it. So I don't know if I'm going to pull out or what I'm going to do, but either way, the whole point of this was just so that you guys could actually see price move and see it do exactly kind of what we talked about in the beginning, our beginning stages of the goals of what do we want price to do from all the way up here when I entered in off of this doji. And when I was on the 30-minute chart, it looked a little bit like, where am I at? What is this? That was my entry up there. All the way through my zones. So trading is really easy and simple when you don't overcomplicate it. You follow your own couple of rules and your own couple of different things, your own clues that you follow, and then you execute. So whether or not if I end up leaving it, I will attach the last profit, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just close out so that I can actually reveal the video. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alrighty, so your girl could not close out that profit because I just want to see it retrace back down to where I know it's going to go to. But you guys saw in the last video, I mean, this is only a little bit afterwards. Price was like right down near the, what, 20, I mean, yeah, it was around like, hold on, let's see. Uh-oh, my mom is featuring on the video. But what I was going to say is it retraced all the way down into around right here, came down, and that was when you saw me at like 1,700 in profit. And so if it came back down to like the 240-ish area, that's really where I was at the 2 grand. So I'm definitely leaving this open because price is about to drop on it, you know, tremendously. So it would be so stupid for me to close it out. And I'm probably gonna, even if I drew the Fibonacci right now, let me see if I can show you guys. Even if I drew a basic fib, you can see if I left this open, the next place that it's going to come down to, shoot, what would that be like? Next place it can come down to is obviously 38.2, which is what I talked about earlier. That was my initial goal. Now I'm wanting to see it come down to around either the 50 or the 61.8. So I don't think I have enough patience to wait for it to come all the way down there. But definitely the 50, it's going to come down to it for sure. So, you know, I'm waiting for it to come back down. But the whole point of the video was for me to really show you guys how to take a trade, or some reasons why I would get into my trade, and to show you that I actually take trades that win. And know that I actually know what I'm doing when I do take trades. And I think a lot of us have gotten away from that and are teaching kind of just like I said in the beginning of the video, showboating a little bit. So I wanted you guys to see what you could expect from working with me. And I do coach two different ways. I coach from a group standpoint. So I have a group, and a lot of you know it, or you're in the group. And the group is only $75 one time to get in. And it's a really, really compact curriculum, pretty much teaching the foundations of forex all the way up until how to get into profit. We're working on pretty much everything A through Z in the group. And then I private coach. And the private coaching is my favorite thing to do. Private coaching is the way to go if you're someone who wants to create a lifestyle from trading, and you want to actually profit from trading, and you want somebody who's going to pretty much do everything for you. That's what private coaching is for. So it's like, the way that I best explain it to anybody is, if you were a basketball player and your coach gave you all these different drills to go home and do by yourself, of course you could go do them, and you probably would you'd probably work out, you'd get a good workout in, and you'd probably work on your jump shot and get your dribbling a little bit better. But if your coach is hands-on with you, if you're working with your coach and your coach can tweak every little thing, that is how you see accelerated results. Kids that I grew up with that had one-on-one coaches became, D1 athletes or whatever. They went to college. Those were the kids that got scholarships, that took it serious, and they had private coaches. So same thing in trading. Those are the people that make the most money. Most coaches that were coaches had coaches. And so, that's the way to go if you're wanting to see massive profit. And I'm only taking around 5 people right now to coach with. I'm not really focusing on private coaching. It's summertime. I'm wanting to go into fall and really enjoy a lot of fall and enjoy a lot of different transition in business, just looking at different opportunities. So I'm wanting to extend myself in my coaching. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to private coach. So I'm really extending this kind of offer to anybody to really see, like I said, that you can profit. You could do the same exact thing. You just got to know how to do it, and you got to have the help. So definitely feel free to reach out to me anyway. You can hit me up in my inbox on Facebook, or you can email me. My email is stormb, so the initial B, Lewis, @gmail.com. And then my telephone number, 704-277-1781. You can shoot me a text or call me, and I'll definitely get back with you. I'll be looking forward to talking with all of you guys who are super excited about getting your trading off the ground and seeing some really good profits like these, some days like these. So yeah, I look forward to talking with everyone. Talk to you soon.